The Marconi Baloney Podcast. Baloney Podcast. Baloney Podcast.
Podcast. Hey, Internet. Welcome to another one of my podcasts. That's right. My name is Balonius Francine Marconi, and you're listening to me. Today's podcast, I thought I would talk about haters, because for whatever reason, recently, I started going through notes of a book that I am looking into writing, and I seem to keep quotes from people, whether they're good or bad. Now, it's not because I harbor on the negative things or dwell on anything that's bad or whatever. I just find it interesting that there are people in my life and career that dislike me so much that they harbor resentment or hate years after I've even known or talked or even thought about them. So much so that some people that have professionally known me have gone so far as to ridicule me on their radio shows or podcasts. I don't even understand what the point is. Here's a few quotes of things that people have said to me that I've kept in my little notebook. First of all, I had a program director who was asked to up the music image on my radio station, meaning the morning show did all talk, my afternoon show did a lot of talk, and he needed me to play more music because the morning show was a nationally syndicated show and he couldn't do anything about that. But he needed to ask me, even though my show was doing really well on the ratings, to play some more music because his boss wanted him to play some more music. So instead of just saying, "Hey, Marconi, can you do me a favor and play a couple of more songs on your show?" he said this: "Marconi, not everyone is the next Adam Carolla." I don't even know what that means. I never was trying to be the next Adam Carolla. I love Adam Carolla. I think he's great, but in no way, shape, or form did I think in my head in any way that I was the next Adam Carolla. So I asked him, "What does that mean?" He just said, "Well, you're just not as entertaining as Adam Carolla." And I said, "Well, lucky you that I'm your afternoon guy then. Am I being fired?" No, I just need you to play a couple more songs an hour." "Oh, well, thanks for the insult. What an inspiration. Let me go back into that room over there and do the best job I possibly can to make your life better." It doesn't stop there. There's another guy I worked with when I was starting out. I was about 24, and I wanted to be on KNRK in Portland. And there was a gentleman named Mike Chase, who was then the morning guy. And I made a demo with a little clip of the intro of his show to show the program director that I was really into his show, that I wanted to be a part of the team, and here's my demo. And one day, after a long period of time working there, I played that little clip to Mike Chase, thus created some kind of a weird warp. Now, Mike was never really that friendly to me anyway, but he became even a bigger a-hole to me after that. I don't even know why. I was a 24-year-old guy living in my girlfriend's parents' house, driving her car to work every day, doing overnights. But he was so paranoid somehow that I might take his job that he decided that I was the enemy. To this day, I still don't understand it. In fact, he did a recent podcast with two other people that weren't really big fans of mine, lambasting me, saying I was unfunny and my bits go nowhere. His co-host said radio must be really desperate and have a short Rolodex if they keep hiring him. Even though Mike and his partner Amy recently got rehired for a job that they were previously fired from, maybe radio's Rolodex is short. Those are a few negative comments, and to be honest, I don't even think about those people other than the fact that they bring me up occasionally. I don't know why. I mean, as far as Mike Chase, I started working with him in 1997. Don't you think he'd be over it by now? But then there are other people in the industry who you may have actually heard of, like Jimmy Kimmel, who said, "You're a talented guy on the air, and eventually someone will hire you." This is after being a guest on my podcast when I was fired. You know, the one that said I wasn't the next Adam Carolla. All in all, the reason I bring this up is not to shame these people, really. Well, maybe a little. But mostly just to say that in life, there are people, for whatever reason, aren't going to like you. And who cares? If I went around worrying about people that liked me or didn't like me and the kind of industry that I am in, I would never give you my opinion. I would always be timid and worried that someone might be offended of something I said. And then what? what's the point? I mean, if you don't want to offend somebody, you might as well just be Ryan Seacrest. And he's already doing a pretty good job of that. Anyway, I just wanted to say F you to all the haters. Go to hell. But I can't even say it with real sincerity because I don't care. And if you have haters, you shouldn't care either. Even Abraham Lincoln's famous quote is, you can please some of the people some of the time, but not all of them all the time, or something like that. But you know what? I'm a happy guy, and I'm going to keep on doing what I do. And I hope if you're creating something, you do too. Ignore the haters and have fun in life. That's what it's really all about, right? Well, thanks for listening to my rant. I'll be back again next week with another exciting podcast for your ear holes. Ta-ta for now.
Listen live to Marconi's online radio stream 24/7.
Hello, I am Bologna's Francine Marconi, playing hit music and alternative.
Find the radio stream button at marconibologna.com.
It's radio for the people.
The Marconi's Bologna Podcast.